Hello everyone, it is Pat Rainville with the Angel Divination YouTube channel with our daily oracle card reading and message for Wednesday, October 31st, 2012. Happy Halloween everyone. Wow, it's hard to believe we're at the end of October already, and what a scary end to October it's been. I'm in New England and I was in the path of part of the path, although the outskirts of Hurricane Sandy, and I am very grateful to say, by the grace of God and the flawless protection of Archangel Michael, I have gotten through it relatively unscathed. So, but my thoughts and prayers go out to the many, many people who suffered a lot more severely than what I did, to the many cities and towns that really got devastated by it. So my thoughts and my prayers for healing and relief go out to you today. And so for today's reading, I felt called to work with the Archangel Michael Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, because as we know, Archangel Michael is the angel to go to for protection and to help remove the effects of fear, which I'm quite sure there's probably a lot of people feeling a lot of fear right now. And also Archangel Raphael for healing, the healing that needs to take place right now. So this is my second attempt at uploading this video. So there were cards that popped out already from these beautiful archangels. And the first one from Michael was, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And the prayer in the card says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So, in this message, there's no question in my mind that while there's different aspects to it, one, it speaks to emotional healing, and Michael urging us to acknowledge the feelings that we have there, whether you are personally involved in one of the difficult situations that has arisen from this occurrence, or if you're just somebody watching it. Michael's message does, to me, speak in part to the fact that we have to admit the truth about the fact that we're really involved in the intensity of earth changes. We can't ignore it anymore. And, we can't go on with business as usual. We really have to make sure that we are prepared, and we have to look into new ways of doing and being in the world. So, the important part of this message is to acknowledge your feelings and do so without judgment. The part of the reason is it's very healing. It's very cathartic to be able to look at your feelings honestly, just admit the truth, and then, begin to make the next necessary steps that you have to take. And Michael's here to lend you his courage to do just that. It doesn't serve you or anybody to, go into, blame or on yourself or anybody else or any other corporation or entity or official or politician. All we can do is admit where we're at now and begin to take action accordingly. The point of power is always in the present moment. So, and Michael, with this card, as I look at it, I also get a message that there is support, material supply and support that is there and available and is coming your way. So, but in a much larger, way, because, for those who weren't affected by this, freakish storm that we had, it certainly speaks to a particular situation that may be in your life right now. Either a relationship that you're in, a personal relationship, or a relationship with your employer, or a career that you're in, that, it's just time to admit the truth to yourself about your underlying feelings about it. Maybe it hasn't had the integrity anymore that it once had, and maybe you can see things are sort of falling apart with it, or it doesn't, provide the support, the kind of support that you'd like to have in a relationship. So it's really Michael, with his strength, he's giving you the strength to look at these things honestly, because we all deserve situations that have integrity. We deserve, better, and in relationships that have more support. So it's really about looking at that and taking the steps that you need to take. And Michael will show you what the next steps are. He'll show you through strong feelings, ideas, intuition. Michael's very motivating. And a lot of times the way he works with us is he'll give us a very strong urge to go and do something, or call somebody, or, write something, what have you. So that's part of Michael's message with that. And when I shuffled, these cards flew out of the deck today. They were real jumping cards. The one from Archangel Raphael was, again, leave a stressful situation behind. And the prayer in the card says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. And in this picture, Raphael is on a unicorn, and he's being like the rescuer, reaching out his hand to like the damsel in distress, and carrying her away from whatever distress that she's in. So these angels are lending you their help today. And I know in a lot of the readings that I've done lately, it's been very clear that we're in a time of transition. And whether you've been in the path of a disaster, a natural disaster, or not, it speaks to both of these situations. If you were in the path of the disaster and aspects of your life or your home have been devastated, it's time to look at that situation honestly, maybe really admit to yourself, like, this is done. I have to start all over new. This can't be rescued. And Raphael's there to let you know that there is support to help lift you up out of that and carry you forward. If you're not in the path of that destructive situation and your life has gone on, it's urging you to look at the situations in your life that don't have integrity and that aren't supporting you, that it's time to move on from them. And as I said a moment ago, a lot of us are real in transition right now. We can't stay in things that don't have integrity for us. We can't stay in situations that we have outgrown. We need to either step into bigger shoes, or move into relationships that mirror the integrity that we have. So it's as hard as it is sometimes, these are messages of self-care, and it's very cathartic, and it can really help you to make a breakthrough. Oftentimes the very thing that we need for a breakthrough is to be able to look at something honestly, truthfully, without judgment, and say, you know what, this is what it is, and this is what I need to do to change it. So these are our messages from these angels today. I'm going to read a little bit from Archangel Raphael's card, just to see if there's any other messages here that I haven't touched upon. Well, yeah, Raphael's card indicates that whatever the stressful situation is, it's affecting your health adversely. And, you may have had issues creep up even in your body that are part of the stress, the worry, the fear. And it's beyond its capacity to cope. So, this speaks to people out in the world today on so many levels. It says that there's a way to permanently or at least temporarily leave the situation. It will create a corresponding relief of adverse symptoms. It indicates that you may be staying where you are because of financial obligations. But it's, in either case, both Raphael and Michael are urging that we look at these situations very honestly and they're ready. They are ready to help us with whatever we may need to move on, or to move from, or to move beyond whatever situations are causing us distress. And I'll just add to that, a great way to work with both of these angels is to ask them to enter your sleep at night and work with you while you sleep, to help remove the distress, to help remove the fear, so you can face the next day with courage, with fortitude, and with strength. It really does work. So my blessings to everyone today. I know this is kind of a strong message, but I do try to, I pass on what I get. So many blessings to you today of courage, strength, and peace. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Happy Halloween.